Taking a VIP limo bus from Hanoi to Ha Long Bay sounds nice, right? Well, in today's vlog, you'll find out. So if you do enjoy, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you're new. Let's get into it. Oh my God, that is freezing. Taking a limousine bus to Ha Long Bay. We got very unlucky to be stuck there at the front. 2.5 hours later, we have arrived. The weirdest check-in though. We didn't even ask for our names. They gave us a little gift. We're now taking a quick look at the Sun World. So Beth's taking us to a nice and fancy restaurant tonight. Look how much that's melted. Good morning, Vietnam, and welcome back to the vlogs. We are still here in Hanoi, but we're going to be moving over to Ha Long Bay today. But before we do that, we have not woken up in the best of states. Beth is feeling it after the drinks last night, especially after spending £56 too on them. But before we do anything else, we're going to be heading down for breakfast now, as it's come free with the hotel, so we need to make the most of it, and it closes at 10 and it is now 9:30. So let's go and see what it's like. We're hoping it's going to have some English food and it not just be Asian. So we now sat down for breakfast, and I believe it was the same seat that we actually had our meal in last night, but they have everything, which is good news. They've got English breakfast, they've got omelette station, which is what I've just ordered. They've also got the pastry section, cereals, anything that you want, fruit section, absolutely everything, which is good news. The one thing that was missing was apple juice, because I absolutely love apple juice, and unfortunately I had settled for watermelon juice, but this is nice and fresh too. Very nice. And then we're going to give the omelette a try now. So I went for the cheese omelette with pepper. So we'll see what this is like. Oh, it's hot. You can see that it's freshly made. It's all right. I feel like it needs a little bit more seasoning. But apart from that, nice start to the day. So I've now got my second course, a bit of a strange one. So I've got bruschetta here, 2 slight bits of sausage, some bacon, banana on peanut butter on bread, which it looks like, and then some pineapple here, and then I've obviously got the croissant from earlier. I've already eaten the cinnamon bun, that tasted incredible, but let's give some stuff a try then. So we'll start off with, what should we start off with? The pineapple, to see how fresh the pineapple is. Pineapple is so good abroad, I swear. That tastes amazing. Try a bit of the bacon, and it's nice because it's got sort of crispy bacon, which is what I like. That's very nice too, good start. We'll try a bit of the bruschetta. Bruschetta's nice and fresh. I'm gonna finish it off with the dessert. The banana peanut butter on bread. Very nice. I'm not usually a massive fan of peanut butter, but the banana sort of takes the edge off it. So very happy with our breakfast this morning. We need to fill up on it now, and hopefully that'll sort us out for the day. After having breakfast, we came back down to the room. Beth had a nap, and she is now feeling a lot better than she was earlier. And I was watching some YouTube videos and doing a little bit of video editing, but we're now going to head up to the pool for like 10 minutes because it's about 12:30 and we need to check out just before 1 because we need to get the bus to Ha Long Bay. So I don't think Beth's going to go in the pool, but I'm going to give it a dip just to see how cold it is, because apparently it's meant to be freezing, and outside it doesn't look great, the temperature at the moment, so that's not helpful either, but I suppose it means I'll be used to the temperature before I actually get in the pool. So I'm going to give the pool a quick dip test just to see how cold it is. God, this is slanted. I'm worried that I'm going to slip in. Oh my God, that is freezing. That is so cold. Everything's going to shrivel up. Oh God, I don't know whether I'm confident enough to get in. We'll see. Right, we're going to have to just take the It's Alright Monterey approach. Just sort of step straight in. So cold. Oh my God, that is cold. Got to do 1 lap underwater as well. That's what I always have to do that at every pool. Every pool, 1 lap underwater. We'll see whether we can do it first try, or whether it'll be a bit too cold. Oh God, it is very cold, but like I said, once you're in, it's actually what you need. So we've just got back to the room and now the key isn't working. So Bear's had to go downstairs to try and get another key or it remagnetized or whatever they do. And then hopefully we'll get in and there'll be panic stations now to get ready to get out for the bus. So after a super speedy changeover, I'm showered, clean, hair done, and now the limo's coming to pick us up from here. So we're taking the limousine bus, which costs £9 from here to Ha Long Bay. And it's about a 2.5-hour journey, which is pretty good for £9. And now let me show you the remnants of the room. Say goodbye for the last time to a really nice room, as we're not going to have this sort of luxury at the next place. Checked out and just drinking our mango juice now. Beth's just filling out a form too as like a review, and we're waiting for our limousine, which should turn up in just a second. Made it to the black limousine, but unfortunately we've been put in the front, so we don't really have any leg room whatsoever. There's people behind, and he's just got out now on the side of the motorway just to go for a wee. What's annoying too is that we actually paid for like the seats for the leg room in the back, but they've obviously overfilled it, and so we've been shoved in the front, and so not too happy about that. The only good thing about being at the front though is that you get a view of everything in front. So we've just seen all of Hanoi and now we're heading towards Ha Long Bay. So this is how unlucky we were. Look at how nice these seats are. These are like the main seats which everyone else has. They've got like plugs and other things too. So we got very unlucky to be stuck there at the front with a very minimal amount of leg room, and we can't recline our seats too. They can recline the seats in the back. Just under an hour away now from Ha Long Bay, and we've stopped off at a services. So if you do want to go for the toilet or get some food or drink, you can do. This is what the services looks like. It's a pretty nice one, to be fair. It's got seats for if you want to eat stuff too. And then there's our van over there. But yeah, really annoying. Might say something to the people we booked it with that we got shoved in right at the front rather than getting one of the nicer luxury seats behind. 2.5 hours later, we have arrived here in Ha Long Bay, and we just ordered a grab taxi for 89p to take us from here to our hotel, the Central Ha Long Hotel. So we're looking forward to trying out another place. And we have now checked into room 601 of the Central Ha Long Hotel. And it actually looks really nice. It was the weirdest check-in though I've ever done, because I literally walked in, she just handed me the key and she just said, oh, there you go, you can go up now. And we were like, what, so do we need to pay? Do we need to know about anything? She didn't tell us the Wi-Fi password, didn't tell us how to get to the rooms or anything. She just said, yeah. She didn't even ask for our names or any of our information, passport details. So I don't know how she knew that we were even staying here. We could have just walked in and got a room key and stayed here for free for the night. But pleasantly surprised, it's not too bad. So we'll start off with the bathroom. I know you've just seen most of the bedroom there, but here's the sink. It also comes with, I don't know what these are, toothbrush and some what are they called, cleaners, and a comb, a couple of glasses there too. A hairdryer is always good because a couple of them haven't had hairdryers. A nice big mirror, some shower gel and shampoo potentially. The other one's not got a label, but it's probably shampoo. And you've got the toilet, which looks nice, and a very big shower, which is nice, and all the towels up there. And then into the main room. And look how big the main room is. So I've got a bit of a desk there so I can do my YouTube videos on there with another mirror, which is nice to see. Got the TV here. And then we've got twin beds in this one, but each twin bed is huge, which is good news. And loads of plug sockets by each of the beds too. Also got little seating area there, which is nice with the table. Fridge, which is always good for me to put our waters and stuff in there, and lots of space to hang stuff too. Bearing in mind we're only here for 2 nights. See what the view is outside. Not an amazing view. It actually looks onto a really nice hotel, so see where that car is down there. When we arrived, the taxi dropped us off literally just by that hotel, and it looks stunning. So unfortunately, we're in the one next door, which isn't quite as nice, but it's still a really nice hotel. One other thing that was quite funny, I'll tell you about it now, was when we left the previous hotel, the Maid de Ville, they gave us a little gift of coffee, which is a bit of a shame really, because we've got to carry it around now, and we don't really like coffee that much. So Zoe, your birthday present will be coming soon in November. The manager literally came over to us and was being really friendly. He was like, oh, I'm so happy you had such a good time, because we had to do this review thing. And then he kept saying, oh, can you do a review on TripAdvisor and Booking.com too, please? So we did that for him. I think it's because it's a relatively new hotel. It's from 2023, I believe, end of 2023. So they're just trying to get more reviews and more people going. But it was a stunning hotel, so I definitely recommend going there if that is within your budget. Spent about an hour in the room deciding what we're going to do over the next couple of days, and what we're thinking is doing a day tour tomorrow around Ha Long Bay and go to all the different sites which every tourist goes to. And then the following day we're looking at the theme park. I think it's called Sun World or something like that, and it's got loads of rides. It's got a really cool cable car onto another one of the islands. It looks really cool, so we're probably going to do that on the second day. But we're now going to head out for tea and decide on which boat trip we're going to do, because we basically saw a company as we arrived, and they sent me a message with a big brochure, and there's loads of different options, from like a luxury cruise where you have like a full-on meal, sit down, all the way down to a basic cruise where it's just the activities. So we're going to look through all that, see which one we're going to pick, and then hopefully we'll find some good food this evening. I've heard that the seafood's meant to be really good, so we're going to have to try some of that. Just spoken to the manager of the hotel, who was actually really helpful, telling us all about the different boat tours that you can do, and he's got his own little company, so we are thinking of doing one of those tomorrow, and it's going to be a 6-hour, starting in the morning either at 9 or 11:30, and then getting back after 6 hours, obviously, depending on the time. We're now taking a quick look at the Sun World place, so it looks pretty cool. So that's obviously the entrance. You might be able to see in the background there the roller coaster. So we're just going to see whether things are open, because I've read that a couple of things might be not open, well, might be closed because of it being off season. So we'll take a look. So Beth's taking us to a nice and fancy restaurant tonight. I'm not sure on it though. We'll literally walk past a load of really nice restaurants on the side of the bay, and Beth's taking us here tonight, so I'm definitely getting the choice for the restaurant tomorrow. So it turns out today that the restaurant that we're in is also a hostel, which is probably why it's not as fancy as we thought it was, but the food has arrived and it looks pretty good. So I've gone for the vegetable quesadilla, and then that also comes with some fries, which is nice, and Beth has gone for the vegan burrito, which has got vegan cheese too, and that's also come with fries. We've also ordered 3 drinks, a Fanta, a Sprite, and a massive bottle of water too, so we need some water for the hotel. And then Beth's also just ordered some extra garlic bread too, because she's greedy. I was joking. But let's give it a try then. The fries actually are really good. Nice and big chunky fries. Nice fries. It's not Tommy K though, so ketchup's a little bit salty. And then let's try a bit of the quesadilla. I mean, I didn't get much filling, to be fair, but it's quite stodgy and hard, the quesadilla, so not amazing, but it'll do for tonight, and it's much cheaper than our meal last night, as we spent loads of money, and that's why we're not on the alcoholic drinks either, because I want to try the Ha Long Bay beer, but I'm not going to be trying that one tonight, and it was only 18,000 if I did want to try it, which is less than 50p, so loving the prices already. We're going to enjoy our meal now and then head back to the hotel. Finished our meals. Both are actually quite nice. Beth gave hers an 8 out of 10, so pretty good for the burritos. Garlic bread's just arrived. I've definitely seen better looking garlic bread, but it's not all about the look. Let's see what it tastes like. It's all right. I've definitely had better garlic bread than that, but overall, not too bad and very cheap. So I'll let you know the price once we get the receipt. The food came to 255,000 dong, which is about £8, so cheap and cheerful and fairly tasty too, so can't complain. We're now going to head back and pay for the boat trip for tomorrow and then head up to bed. Back in the hotel room now, and I've just realised I've not had my Kit Kat chunky cookies and cream yet, but I don't know if you can see that. I think it may have melted during one of the journeys, maybe today. So we'll give one a try and we'll see what we think, because we've never had this before, but it's got to be good because I love cookies and cream and Kit Kat, so that combo should be perfect. But here we go. Look how much that's melted. Don't know if you can see that, but it's literally like a flat. I don't even know what to call it now, but let's give it a try. It's nice. I wouldn't say it's cookies and cream flavour though, but it's nice. I think I prefer the normal Kit Kat chunkers. But yeah, this is all right. It's all right to be fair. We did manage to book the boat tour for tomorrow though, so I'm looking forward to that as we'll be able to see some of the famous points around Ha Long Bay. He did try and tell us the more expensive one, but we were trying to do it on a budget, so we went for the cheaper one. So he was a bit worried, I think, that we were going to negatively review him if the service isn't great on the boat tomorrow. So not sure whether the service is going to be any good because he was downplaying it a lot, or he was trying to upsell the other one so he gets more commission from the sales. But yeah, as a summary for today, the limousine I wouldn't say was that special. I mean, we were put in the front two seats. Maybe if we were in the seats behind, it would have been a bit better. And so far, my first impressions of Ha Long Bay is that it's a beautiful, quaint, sort of like seaside town almost, with all the colourful houses, loads of seafood restaurants too, which you can try out. And I'm looking forward to going to the theme park too on one of the days and going to see all of that. Apparently the cable car takes you to another island where it's meant to be stunning as well. So looking forward to all of that whilst we are here. But I am going to head off to bed now because we have to get up early tomorrow morning for the boat tour as it starts at 9 AM. So we need to get over there, have breakfast and all be sorted before we go. So I do hope you all enjoyed this one. And if you did, do smash that like button and subscribe if you are new, as we've got plenty more vlogs coming on this channel and it goes a long way to supporting me and my journey. And I'll see you all in the next one.